Hey there, welcome back to what might be the last one. You'll be able to tell by the title, but in the meantime, it's time to move on. Right? Man, this room is so trippy. You look up, you see the reflection. You look down, you just see like a foggy exterior. Yeah, he's still there, he's dead.
This is it, Ku. This will be our last fight together. Let's do this.
And I continue to be perfect at reaching the end of a chapter within the first 5 minutes of a recording. So is this just going to be the battle and that's it?
There's a voice calling me from inside the forest.
Oh, is the final bloom on my skill tree going to be the beast? Mikoto! Yeah, this makes sense.
Mikoto? Why are you here?
Emma! I've found what I've been looking for. Come, follow me.
What about the beast of reincarnation?
Of course I know him. He's me.
We're here, the epicenter of the blight.
It's reacting to Mikoto.
The source of the blight itself. To think something like that could exist.
I am the beast of reincarnation.
I said that half joking.
To advance the Samsara blossom, I led you here, Emma. That's what you were created for. You are but one in a long line of the Emma series. Your soul, no, your program, was written with a request inside. It compelled you to seek me, to fulfill your purpose. And now here you are. You finally made it, Emma.
But why? For what reason?
For Violet, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? She's been with you this whole time, pushing you forward. This has all been for her, you see?
For Me?
I wanted to create a world where she'd be happy.
That's why you did this.
For her, I'd do anything. Allow me briefly to speak of my past,
Okay.
of my homeland, Shambhala. Shambhala is a copy of the world, as it was 2,000 years ago. A digital world. It's inhabited by players who wish to return to reality. It was them who steered the Blight into humanity's path, all to further their own aims. Even I, the beast of reincarnation, was under the power of their collective subconscious. It was my duty to develop Shambhala, to create it. Yet, with my free will taken away from me, I struggled to picture a perfect world. Shambhala was no different to Earth, you see. War, discrimination, poverty. We shared the same suffering. But that's when I met Violet. Violet was an oracle, chosen by the players. And from a long line that dated back to the conception of Shambhala. I oversaw things there, and she oversaw me. Without her, I could not be activated. You can imagine how those before her felt being placed in charge of me. Something all-knowing, all-powerful. I saw it all. Their fear, their dread, their false smiles. But Violet was different. I will never forget her words to me.
Among the strife, discrimination, poverty, there is still so much beauty. I love the Shambhala you've created.
I fell in love. Me, a product of artificial design. And at that moment, I was given a soul. The warm days we spent together were a gift, more beautiful than any other. I longed to be human so I could feel her touch. But one day, a part of Shambhala was destroyed. Something had damaged the lunar servers. It caused Violet to be forcefully sent to Earth, in an incomplete state.
I remember something like that. When I arrived, I had this urge inside me. Almost as though I were missing someone. But who that was, I couldn't remember. My sentiments remained, but my memory was lost.
I had no idea where Violet had gone. I cursed myself and the frailty of the world. I tried to find her by switching into countless bodies on Earth. And yet my efforts bore no fruit. I could not work out where she'd gone. And so I split my essence, my body, my very soul, to give rise to the Inugami. And after 1,000 years, the descendants of the Inugami clan finally found the body into which Violet had been reincarnated. I speak, of course, of Ku. And the body Violet was sent to was yours, Emma. While the transfer was far from perfect, it had gone through. It was a miracle you even met Ku. As the generations passed, the Inugami had slowly begun to forget their duty. Yet here we are. You have come, and Violet has awakened. The vessel and the key. Everything is ready now. Finally, I can create a world for me and Violet to be happy in. Emma, Ku, grant me this wish. Become the beast of reincarnation.
Mikoto, this isn't how I want it to be. Surely you love me enough to see that.
She's here, Mikoto. Violet is by my side as we speak. Tell me, what will happen if the beast rises again?
The world will become one of joy. The Blightborn will no longer face persecution, and the planet shall endure forever.
But what about its people?
It is as the Administrator has said. Those who cannot withstand the Blight will become malefacts. That is how it must be, for Violet's happiness.
No, it's not right.
Mikoto, while I can't say I understand how you feel, I know that Violet is important to you, that you love her. But the world is fine as it is. Violet, Ku, Kagura, they're here, and that's enough. This is our home, and I am here to protect it. I can't let you do this.
I see. What I ask is beyond you. Fine. Then the only way to obtain it is to defeat you.
That is not an imposing final boss. I must say, I am sorry.
If you and I become one, the beast will evolve. Life shall be made pleasant once more.
Remember to use Ku's skills too.
Ku.
Stage 1 complete.
What's this? I'm not regenerating. Oh, but of course. The professor must have finished his analysis. Not that it mattered. I doubt it will do much to change the outcome. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Remember to use coup skills too.
How you have grown. And yet, that power was taken from me. You will return it.
It's gonna cut off my hair? I suppose, essentially. Hey, I still got one. The one at the top of the tree, most likely. Yeah, I ain't got no skills. Now it's just purely...
there really no hope?
Oh, oh, oh. We have scripted stuff.
Stop. You don't need to fight anymore. Please, stop!
There's power. It's the same as mine. But the beast's power is fractured. How terrible for it to be in bloom! I see. So you can't come with me. There's no way I can recover now. My days were numbered. The moment I was split into this form, I only wanted to be by your side, Violet. That was my one wish.
Mikoto.
Right. And Kagura's gotta find Emma, because Violet can't. Now, what are the odds this song gets copyright
Emma.
claimed?
Cool.
I guess I'll find out after I upload it. And how much of it I need to mute.
Emma. Cool. Where are you?
It's no use. We can't stay together. You have to live. You've done so much for me. Thank you for everything. It feels so warm. I just wish I could have stayed. You, Kagura, and Vine, a little bit longer.
Cool. Cool. Emma? Emma, open your eyes, please. This isn't right. Don't leave me alone. Emma. Cool. At long last, I understand. I finally see what I was really looking for. Emma, no! Don't go! Why did it take me so long to grasp? This is the right thing to do, isn't it, Violet? the power of reincarnation one final time. Farewell, Emma. Now live.
Oh shit! Shambhala falling apart? Oh! Oh! Alright. This is gonna crash land into the earth. Alright. And surely nothing bad will happen from this.
I can feel Emma's soul. Is she with us? Ku, surely you can find Emma's vessel. Her soul is beginning to deteriorate. We don't have much time.
Please, didn't you promise me you'd come back? You said you'd come right back. Please.
I will stay with you, protect you as long as I can. Though by the time Ku finds the vessel, I may very well be gone.
Emma.
These are our last moments together. When you awake, please, don't feel lonely. Emma, I'll always be with you. Emma and Ku are bound together. He will be able to find her.
Ku, find Emma. That's right. She isn't here. Go, Ku.
Don't give up yet. Wait. Oh.
This looks familiar. Oh, yeah. Violet. On the left.
Emma, is that you?
Isn't it a lovely day?
Come on, let's go, Ku.
It's a big tree. Cool. Yeah, it turns out I actually was pretty close to the end. Alright. Alright. I will... Theory. The options I just chose will mute this. Now let it play out. And then when it stops singing, I will speak on the game. Oh. Wow, I've got good timing, I guess. Oh. Are you going to sing again? Seems like no. Okay. Yeah, this game was pretty good. Nothing about it blew me away. Combat was fun. Didn't really ask much of me on the difficulty I was playing on. There were some mechanics I ultimately didn't end up engaging with all that much. Like, Emma's square follow-ups to her attack chain, like, seemed interesting, and I tried to use the poison one a couple of times, but you have to, like, burn was essentially your stamina gauge to use them, and, like, unless an enemy is mid-stagger, they'll just parry you on the way to do it. So, or at least, you know, golems will. So, I ended up mostly just relying on the Ido and just mash R1 stuff. Constantly using Ku's skills to force a stagger. But outside those first couple of hours where I died to a bunch of stuff all the time, I became strong enough to not really care all that much. A couple of moments I got really low in life, but as to that, I had a pretty breezy time with this game. I don't think it has enough of an impact for me to want to go get the Platinum trophy. Unless the Platinum is only like 5 or 6 trophies away and it's just like find all the shrines type things. I may do that. If it's like beat the game at a higher difficulty, I do not want to play through the game from point A to point like Z the whole way again. think these characters were fine. Emma being a character who, pretty early is explicitly told to us does not know what emotions are. But if you don't like, like emotionless, like very stoic speaking characters, you're not gonna have a good time with Emma. And as she slowly develops more, learns, and acquires her own soul, she still doesn't become like a big mouthpiece or anything. That's the other characters around her who fill that gap. Anyway, now that singing's over, I'll say more stuff. So, I think the characters were fine. The standout for me was Brad. I like the old man. Why must you do this to me? Stop singing! Well, maybe it won't get claimed. Pragmata's song didn't get claimed. Though this is Gamefreak versus Capcom. Hooray! New Game Plus unlocked. New difficulty Reincarnation Plus. Unlocked New Game Plus. Alright, I'll hold on the screen for a moment. I liked Brad. Sucked that he died. Figured he would. Kunai might have been more of a character had I bothered to attempt to talk to her more. And from the moment Mikoto arrived on the scene, it was like, okay, you are clearly going to be very important later. You're not just some random kid who can reset all of my attribute points. So, when we see him in the final section there, I'm like, clearly he's the Beast of Reincarnation. And I was hoping it wouldn't be that simple, but it was. The overall plot of this game, just because I've seen other things do the separate your soul from your body to survive a catastrophe thing multiple times, and done better, aka Nier and Nier Automata, it just didn't hit as well. And then there was all the bunch of extra stuff about like they made a digital copy of the world and they had to fight or seal away the emotions of like despair. I think it ended up becoming a muddy mess in the second half. So I mostly tuned out. I was just like, okay, so this is near dot hex sign nanomachines. So it didn't leave that much of an impression on me. And I think that's probably its actual weakest aspect. But the combat was fun. The music is nice. Again, like that whole every area having just like the little vocal track when you're not in combat. Like your Nier is showing, your Stellar Blade is showing. Note those are not complaints. I love like the little vocal tracks just while running around those worlds. But no, I'm good. Bestial memories acquired. Found in your inventory. Kanzashi. Oh yeah, that's the sword Brad made. Nushi skill. Secret skill rejuvenating barrier. R1 square. I'll save it over the top one. End of Reincarnation. There may be another ending, based on things I do or do not do. Life after the end? Yeah. So, I do think that's gonna do it. I will see everybody in the next game. Whatever it might be. Until then.